Every 4 years, the world stops, dreams are born, heroes rise, and nations believe. But beyond the goals, beyond the glory, there are stories. Stories from the dressing room, stories from the fans, stories from the streets of Ghana. Introducing Max TV World Cup Diaries, your daily pass to everything World Cup. Highlights, behind the scenes, fans' reactions, exclusive stories. If you missed the match, no wahala. We bring you the full vibe. Chale, this one dear, you no go fit mess. Join the journey, feel the passion, live the stories. Max TV World Cup Diaries. Feel the game, tell the story. Only on Max TV.
Yeah, Asante man ya dom. Na Max TV su ya dom ankasa. Kumasi fwe. Max TV riba kumasa. Yatsina nkranache na sodama fizi. Yesida bio yer befie. Yesi novela watch and win sheno. Yesu tufa yeze mesike jetia. Ena numa achaze nyina.
Na achedie ne chino. Yedi kado esa bremo. Na kado we dia watsodo mu ankasa.
Oya Friday, 22nd May. Anapana, yenye luso, yeze float but die bashi shadow.
Na yedio seboni momomena suwa kejetia. Na yenyina ya bomu na ya she. No greater love.
Na yede giveaway pipi ya pimoso. Na muni ya novella ladies, eli kumasi influencers. And sweating sa waswaso gukra. Max TV novella kumasi storm. She novella, no winning lie. Kumasi. Oya 22nd May, Kejetia. Oya Max TV watch and win experience.
Emrebi atwam na ntokwa eda esikafo bi
me ndrisu ade hunu ede makroi ene se stabation ebetumpon abeye krabehwe
eni wo mu a won ade emobontem
Ebusia won frey ye pedwumayafo be yo ha
Atahye wo kwan ne so
Onim bibi ma membo awai aji
wadwenya adwuma
Ram so fa tem wa ma sheda
Sima boko kose ni esikafo mani agro. Samuel.
ensosuye kesi nyina echi no ayonkofa kesi bi ebeda won ntem
Mpese metise oni san hiani ne ba ne ye namfo
Menye sku papa ebeboa no wo London se Isabel to ana desua no so wo ho no ma ebeboa
Isabel
now so odomapa no enniema bi betumi atete won ntem ana emre kono na niema sesa no
Amanfo koko shishe umushebre mu Isanso munya tinka so mayara Nanso yampe focus so usan wechi kobia ya ufria ubetimi ehu ade a okoma ehihye no
Isabel Mida ware sembetu nenim obe ware mi ana
Fachime wai
Max TV, sports, entertainment and more.
Hello viewers, thank you very much for joining us and welcome to our live transmission
of the Total Energies Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, Morocco 2026. This is a competition that unearths the talents dotted around the length and breadth of Africa, I should say. And we're looking forward to seeing the finest of footballers girding their loins from start to finish. 16 nations will battle for 10 places. That's qualification for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup. And this is the time Africa has to announce its presence. Once again, thank you very much for your time and your patience. My name is Prince Annan. So from tonight up to the final of the Under-17 tournament, we'll be bringing you up to speed with what you need to know right here on Max TV. And of course, this collaboration would also help us unearth the next possible talents that will take the place of the aged ones who are still in the growing process. This evening, we will see the Algerians take on Ghana's Black Starlets in the last match of the day. We'll be recapping the matches that have been played from yesterday and, of course, matches that have heralded this evening's adventure. Once again, wherever you are watching us, you are very, very welcome. It's Algeria versus Ghana. That is the action stations for now. And for the best part of the next 1.5 to 2 hours, we will see how the North Africans will fare against the West Africans. Already, the West Africans have started showing their case and their cause for glory. But for now, that is today, the Black Starlets will also have an opportunity to show us what they've gone through in terms of training, in terms of preparations. Once again, you're welcome. My name is Prince Annan, and joining me in the studio to take a look at the chances of our Twinkle Twinkle Little Black Starlets are two gentlemen who have followed the teams with a lot of passion and with a lot of consternation. Obviously, a lot of Ghanaians would want to see who the next set of golden players will be after we helped unearth the talents, the likes of Ni Odate Elamte, if you remember, 1991 FIFA Under-17 World Cup. And the list is a rich and endless one. But we are now starting the crusade for the younger generation. Let me quickly welcome Nanaya Otechi Anderson into the studio. And of course, on the far side is Francis Agboibo. We normally call him Blackgate. Gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Into the studios. Okay, so yesterday I noticed, I don't know about Blackgate, but I noticed Nanaya was close to the sets, monitoring the matches as they came through. Yeah. Obviously, there will be a lot of opposition coming into this tournament, and opposition by way of whether they can stop our Black Starlets from going on to the next stage of the competition. This competition gives opportunity for as many as 10 of the teams to lay claim to qualification in the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. So it started yesterday, and let's recap some of the highlights. We first of all had Egypt taking on Ethiopia. That match ended in a goalless draw, the battle of the E countries, if you'd want to call it that. And then after Group A was done and dusted, Group B had two matches in between the Group A matches. So Cote d'Ivoire, our West African brothers, beat Cameroon by 2-0. Very entertaining game that was. While Uganda also tipped DR Congo by 3-0. In the North African battle, the last match for yesterday, Group A, Morocco, the host nation and defending champions, drew 1-1 against Tunisia. Anyway, I'll start with you. Yeah. Results from yesterday. Yeah. What did we see? What did we notice? Were the expectations met? 4 matches of the day.
Well, you look at Group A and you see that Group A was a tough group because both matches in the Group A ended in a draw. You look at Egypt and Ethiopia and then goalless there. And we had Morocco the host nation also battling out with Tunisia. That was one match that I was thinking is going to, Tunisia were going to upset the Moroccans, but the Moroccans also came back into the party, and in the second half they were able to equalize. Where much eyes will be on is going to be the Group B, because the Group B, you find out that Cameroon lost to Cote d'Ivoire there, but where my attention is Uganda. Uganda is being headed by our own Lai Kingston, and you know, he's doing so much well with the Uganda team. They were able to put 3 goals past the DR Congo side. That is a big statement from the Uganda side, despite the other result coming from Cote d'Ivoire. And you see Group A, they've started slow, but with Group B, they've just given it all out there. Cote d'Ivoire giving it 2 past Cameroon, and the match of that day was Uganda against DR Congo. It was one, fast-paced match that the Ugandans showed the DR Congo that they are no match for them. But let's look at what talking about. So this is what I was talking about, the Uganda game, where the Uganda just started blasting off there from the blast of the whistle. They didn't give any chance for the DR Congo to breathe. They just put 3 goals past them. Look at that strike there. Was just trying to work the goalkeeper. They kept on doing this, and the DR Congo didn't really find any answer to that. They were just blasting it out there. That was a way off target there, but the Ugandans knew what they wanted. And look here, that was a chance there that they should have put it at the back of the net, but it was all Ugandans that were just fire blazing there. And that was the first goal there. Perfect header of a goal there from the Ugandans, and look how they celebrate that goal. It was a beautiful cross there and timely header there. It hit the back of the defender, but it find a way at the back of the net, and it was just the set pieces that they were using it to hit the DR Congos. And you see that was a corner kick there, and the defenders of the DR Congo didn't really have anything to deal with. And the DR Congo also had a chance there, but it was straight to the goalkeeper. So for me, that match was just all Ugandans that were just throwing all cylinders that they have on the DR Congos. DR Congos trying as much as possible to even get something, but they couldn't really get anything. So that day was Uganda's day.
Uganda, well, they've started brightly, getting 3 goals past their opponent, DR Congo, and that was a perfect outing for the Ugandan under-17 team. Of course, Morocco and Tunisia also battled to a 1-1 draw at the end of regulation times. Those were some of the highlights, and this is just to whet your appetite because there's a lot more action coming up in the upcoming fixture. But before the Starlets also take to the field this evening, we had Mali and Angola playing to a goalless drawn game. Tanzania beat Mozambique by 3-0. Senegal and South Africa, that was a crunch tie. But at the end of it all, South Africa beat Senegal by 2-1. Another battle of the S countries. And coming up in just a couple of minutes, Algeria will be taking on Ghana. And because of time, we'll zoom straight into the Ghana-Algeria game. And Blackgate, we've seen Lai Kingston and his Ugandan team perform. Obviously, the onus will also fall on Ghana's Black Starlets to see whether they can start on a very positive note. What do you think?
Well, you look at Ghana, in terms of our profile, when we approach tournaments, we don't normally start on the bank, like on the front foot. We are slow pacers into the competition, and for some time now, we've been struggling to bounce back because teams like Uganda, Cote d'Ivoire started on the front foot. So if you win your first game, it gives you clarity as to how you approach the rest of the tournament. But when you don't win your first game, which is like Ghanaian team, they end up losing the first game or do draw the first game.
We've not done too well.
In our own games.
To under-17 opening games. I remember what we went through in Italia 91 and of course Japan 93.
So
slow start.
Yeah, slow start. But you could tell that has caught up with us in the past editions. So for them, they should pick a clip from that. They should just start on the front foot, play their A game, open up much more spaces, enjoy themselves, play entertaining football, combine beautifully on top of the pitch to do a certain effect to be able to hurt the opponent. Because if you look at this group, the first team that played, there's someone that has won the game. You are on a 3 points. Ghana needs to stay on par with the team because you don't have to start on a bad foot. You have to start on the front foot and start winning the game. And for me, if you look at the team sheet that he put out this evening, he's ready to tackle the opening game properly, because we saw them in the game in the doubleheader against Cote d'Ivoire prior to this tournament in Abidjan. They lost the first game. They bounced back in the second game. They beat the Ivorians. And in that game, players like Robinho Yaugavi stepped up to the template and duly delivered for them. For Prosper Nate Ogum, in him, the Black Starlets has a gaffer who has shown working with his stint with Wafa, with Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and now he has taken over this team. And when was the last time we've qualified into the major competition like this to stake a claim to qualify for the FIFA World Cup? We can't remember. I think the last time was in India, back with Fabian's team. So for me, Ghana is back to where it belongs in the juvenile level of world football. And we are expecting them to punch above their weight because they have some decent friendly matches heading into this tournament proper.
Okay. So Group D has some solid teams in there. The Senegalese and the South Africans have set the tone. We saw the South Africans bouncing back from a goal down to beat the Senegalese by 2-1. Ghana has an opportunity to also dare and test the might of the Algerians. It tells you how cagey Ghana's Group D will be. South Africa, Senegal, and of course Algeria, all heading for Ghana's glory if they can beat the Starlets. But we've seen some positivity on the side of the Starlets as they have gradually warmed up into the under-17s. It's been a while since we've been there, but of course, Ghana looking at the positioning of the under-17 levels in terms of what we've gone through earlier and what we need to churn out at this stage. The Algerians, over the years, have also shown that they've got some amount of brilliance. But I should also indicate that the Algerian squad that we are going to see today, majority of them are applying their trade in France, as it were. So they're going through the academy process. I mean, will this be a form of an advantage over a typical Ghanaian team where we have players selected from young academies and, of course, young teams as well, playing together, showing how formidable they are and their hunger and thirst for success?
Well, you look at that, that is also going to play a part, though. But you see, football is always based on moments. And, you know, they are young chaps, and they will be playing on the moments that will get in the game as it goes by. But you see, you know, as my colleague said, an experienced coach in the name of Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, you all know what he has done with club level, with Asante Kotoko. Now, this is a young chap, juvenile side that is going to head. We all know what he can do. So we just give them the moments and the moments they need to take the moments. That is very crucial.
All right. Okay. So the moment is now as we speak. The players are just about getting onto the field. We'll go through the rendition of the anthems and then we'll share with you the first 11 of both sides. And then we get straight into the game. We will join you again at halftime. Do enjoy the first half. It's Algeria taking on Ghana.
And now the national anthem of Ghana and النشيد الوطني لغانا.
جباد خليك قرب البلو قربوا شوف موبيل كاروت اسمه موبيل كاروت به بيناتهم تماك
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Come on, boys. Be ready. Come on. Come on, boys. You can do it, boys. Get the line. Yes, up. Watch. Set the line. Bien joué. Watch. Bien poussé.
Vas-y. Calme. Relax. Vas-y, va bien. Bien joué. Une d'abord. Hey. Ouais, Mojaï, watch. Forward. Out. Shit. Regarde, relax. Get the line. Les gars là. Bien joué, Noah. Super. Bien joué. Non, mais reste. Edem, 23. Non, montez. Calme. Deux points. Vas-y, Lobo. Reste concentré. Vas-y. Marquage. Non. Colle. Lucas, pété, non, c'est là. Mets-toi entre lui et le gardien. Oui. Fais. Sors vite, hein. Reste en mouvement.
It's like the body is not go out. The ball is clean. Let it go. And Pedro, I want to be sure. Just want to be sure. Stop where the ball is on the line. No, it's not clear. This camera is not clear. I'm seeing that part of the ball. Yes, part of the ball. Part of the ball is here. Arajiga, if you blow the whistle after the ball is in, the ball is in.
Be ready. Focus. Right. Are you Esso? Be ready. Yes, step, out. Watch. Press. It's the last one. Watch it. Be ready. Good one.
Goal for Ghana. هدف لمنتخب غانا. Score by player number 3. تمثل سجونه من طرف اللاعب رقم 3 إيساك بافو.
Out. Set your light. Yes, step. Be ready. Out. Watch. Let's go. Jump up. Set your light. Laisse. Bien joué. En place. Sur mission. Hey guys, I want you. Wally. Calme. Placez. Encore. Relax. Ouais, sortez. Allez. Organize. Gardien. Bien step. Watch. Gardien. Regarde-moi. Last one. Get a line. Bien joué, Damas. Isa. Non, marquage. Non. Bien joué, mon gars. Eso. Relax. Come on. Okay. Support. Regarde. Good one. You should stretch, you know. Read and stretch. You need to watch. Okay, one step. Watch it. Eso. Hey. Organize. Mojai, watch your marker. Watch. Be ready. Mojai. Good one. Eso. Watch it. High pressing. No foul. What? Out! Get the line! Good one, Kashi. Get the line! Organize. Be ready.
Goal for Ghana. هدف لمنتخب غانا. سكور باي بلاي نمبر 8 تم التسجيل من طرف اللاعب رقم 8 إريك أدو جيب.
Out! 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 No far. Left. Watch. Good on, Mojai. Watch. Watch it. Hey, Kaga! Be ready. Hey! Let them. No far. Let them. Hey! Good one. High behind. Hey, come. Watch. Mojai blah. Wait. Leave. Come on, em là. Blah. Good one. It's okay. Relax. Good one. Go ahead, shut the line. Shut the line. Relax. Mojai! No far. Retrait! Hand, watch him. Forward, recycle. Oba, recycle. Hey, eso. Get up. Set your line. Yes, step. Out. What? Isa. Sabra, penalty. Relax. On quoi? Relax. Recycle. Get up. Organize. Set the line. Win it. Foul. Non. Ça vient pour moi. Loulou. Watch the Lombo. Out. Venez-y. Les juillet. Eso, penalty. Shut the line. Déjeuner. No.
That's an offside. I wasn't surprised the referee had to consult the VAR so that they can check it again and allow the game to flow. But so far, I think the patterns are there, the way they set out to link up with each other. They're not touching the ball more than 3 times. You step onto the ball, you locate somebody, you move the ball as quick as you can. This is all about academic football. And people want to see the patterns, the intent. That's the most important thing, because these tournaments are just for player development. Most of the European teams don't really look out for to go and win the competition, but they want to see something like a template, the blueprint of the manager who is handling the team, the DNA of the football association. You understand? That's what you inculcate into the players. And for me, so far, I've been so much impressed with the attacking phase of the Black Starlets in this game.
The attacking phase of the Black Starlets have been impressive so far. They are leading up 2 goals against the Algerians. Edu Jemfi. It's a good way for the Black Starlets to sting their passes and build up from the back. Careful build up. Trying to open up spaces so the Algerians can commit themselves. Jacob finds Papieu. There comes Edu Jemfi. Edu Jemfi's pass being blocked there. Asim with the ball for the Algerians. Sends it back to Noam. Noam locates Anas. Now finds their captain. Noam gets the ball back for the Algerians. Here comes Anas for Algeria. Ball goes out of play, and it seems the pressing nature coming from the Black Starlets are doing good for them.
Yeah, you have to high press, double up on them, not give them the space, because the moment you allow your opponent to step onto the ball, that's when you give them the opportunity to think about what next. And the more you do that, I'm so much impressed with the champion on number 8 jersey. He's been tidy in terms of his movement, both on and off the ball. The way he releases the ball on time, and the link-up play is the most important thing. You see, look at that control there by Esau. It speaks about the quality of the scouting that has gone into this, and the amount of months, minutes, hours, days that have been spent in terms of the grooming. And look, you can't tell me that you've not enjoyed the first 18 minutes. They've been probing both left and right. Look at the way they link up on top of the pitch in central midfield. They are not in a hurry, and it's a thing of beauty. Look at that. At this level, for them to have this perfect understanding between themselves, to play like the way they are doing, speaks volumes about the quality of the gaffer on the bench.
So that was a shot there coming from Mark Kagawa Mensah. Spotted in the number 23 jersey. Still the Black Starlets who gain possession once more. There comes Edu Jemfi. Sensing a cross, but it was blocked there in the process. It's going to be a corner for the Black Starlets. Pressure coming from the Black Starlets from both sides. Making sure they take advantage of the movements we've seen already. They've been able to take advantage of movements, and they have 2 goals in their name as we approach the 20th minute. And in the first half, the Algerians back in the numbers to defend this corner kick from the Black Starlets. Corner being swung in there. Was still in play for the Black Starlets, but it was a foul, handball situation, and referee was spotted on. Now it's Algerians who will build up from the back. Long locate his colleague. There comes the Black Starlets. Long ball there to the right side. Good one to keep it in play. The Black Starlet, good feet there. It's been brought down, but the referee says no. Algerians have the ball. And there comes their player Greeny, sends in a long pass, but it's been intercepted there by the defense of the Black Starlets. There comes Jacob, the two brothers. Jacob and Eche Kofi are doing good there. Part of defense for the Black Starlets, but there comes a cross being swung in. It's good defending there from the Algerians. They've been probing the Black Starlets, but the Algerians, I should say, now they have been sound with their defensive duties.
Ghana is basically enjoying exploiting the weaknesses of the Algerians on the left flank of attack through Eric Edu Jemfi, who got the second goal. The moment he gets the ball, he runs direct at them, take them on, and the link play between him and Yao Gavi, together with Mark Abuaji on top of the pitch, speaks volumes about how much they've played together, how they understand each other to link up both on and off the ball. It tells you the awareness on their shoulder, the movement, and it's then the way they interposition themselves speaks volumes about the quality in there. And for me, it's all about understanding. Teammates are supposed to understand and link up better. And so far, they've done that to the best of their abilities. For Algeria, they just have to calm down. It's like they are trying to hurry up the situation. And the more they do that, the more they open up spaces for the Black Starlets. And if you look at this team, they are not over-elaborating. They are just playing. It's simple. You play to your strength. You move the ball as quick as you can. And for me, the game has been superb so far for the Black Starlets.
The game has been superb so far for the Black Starlets. It's the Algerians who effect this throw-in. Ayub Damas decides to send the ball back to his captain. Now the ball gets to Noam. Good feed there from the captain of the Algerians. It's the pressing nature coming from the Black Starlets, not allowing the Algerians to operate. But there comes a pass being dealt with there from the defense of the Black Starlets. It's going to be a throw-in for the Algerians. It's been done quickly. Adam with the ball. And showing off his strength. Still with the ball. It's the Algerians who are trying to flick that one through, but the Black Starlet get the ball back. There comes the DJ Mfi. Love to run past his colleague, but this time he couldn't really materialize. It's a throw-in for the Algerians. Nassim to his captain, straight to Yazid, goalkeeper for Algeria. Pass couldn't get to any of the white shirts. Ball gets back to the Black Starlets, and they'll be looking to string their passes and build up from the back. There comes Rafiu. Jemfi spread a play to his colleague, Makagawa. Makagawa's ball couldn't get through what he was searching for. Still ball in play. The Black Starlet cross being swung in there. Chase is going to be on from Mike Abuaje. Abuaje decides to send the ball back to his teammate. Pass from Nantechi couldn't really get through. It's the Algerians who will see if they can get something out of this. But it's always beautiful to see how the Black Starlets quickly track back when they lose possession.
Just look at the way the calmness, the ball retention, the way it's on point. And when they win the ball back, they manage to pick the right decisions. And it's the chap in number 3, Isaac Bafo. has been spreading the passes. Look at that again from an under 17 player. It tells you the quality that they have in there. And if you look at the midfield trio of Mark Kagawa Mensah, Isaac Bafo, and Michael Nyantechi, they are just playing a brilliant pattern in this game so far.
There comes Algeria, and this could be good for them. Let's see if they can do Khalil with the ball for Algeria. Good feed there. He sends in a shot. Yes.
Good tackle.
Wide.
He did everything right. He took on the left back, Issa Abdul Rafiu, damaged, and he basically gave him a seat on the floor. And blitz passing, but he took the shot a little bit, so much power behind it, zip over the crossbar. But for me, for the very first time, they look like they really caused a real threat or a problem for the Black Starlets on that particular occasion.
For the first time, we've seen the Algerians causing some problem to the defense of the Black Starlets. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Ghana.
Spots the run.
Abdul Rafiu
goes after it. It's not kept in play though by Mikawi.
Decides to see if they can create some openings. The Black Starlets still with the ball. There comes Edu Jemfe, sends in a cross. Good defending there from the Algerians, but it's not really done. There comes Abuaje. Twist and turning from Abuaje, finds Mark Kagawa, sends in a shot, but this time is way off target from Mark Kagawa Mensah.
Again, you look at the intention, the way they had the byline, sending the cross. They couldn't deal with the second ball, picked up by Mark Abuaje, link up Mark Kagawa. It's just the final delivery. You need to get it accurate. But for me, the intent is there. You can see the clarity in what they are trying to execute out there. And for me, so far, Ghana has been the better team in terms of organization, in terms of possession, in terms of carving out of premium chances in this game. It's been all the Black Starlets. 27 minutes of good football. This is so pleasing on the eye to watch from the Black Starlets' point of view.
27 approaching 28 minutes done in the first half. As the Black Starlets were up by 2 goals. The Algerians are finding ways to see if they can equalize, but Black Starlets are making things difficult for them. Rafiu finds Edu Jemfe. Edu Jemfe still with the ball for the Black Starlets, still moving on. Been blocked there. Lose possession to the Algerians. There comes Khalil. Khalil locates his colleague. There comes the Algerians who are stringing their passes very well. Good thinking there from the defense of the Black Starlets. Oh, they lose possession to the Algerians, but since a referee whistles and a player down for the Black Starlets, the goal scorer, Eric Edu Jemfe.
Well, he got clattered into by two players, and he's feeling the side effects of that. And right the moment he hit the deck, you can tell, signaling that he tweeted, I just hope it's not something serious, because he has been by far Ghana's best player in this first half. He has been literally everywhere in terms of defensive duties, in terms of the take-ons, in terms of the crosses, and he scored a beautiful goal to cap off what he did in that first 29 minutes. For me, he has been the main live wire for the Black Starlets in this game.
It's going to be a big blow if player down there, Eric Edu Jemfe, can't continue. The fans are in their numbers. And it's very beautiful and good to see supporters in the stadium to watch, cheer on their respective national teams. So that was the first goal. The goalkeeper tried as much as possible to keep that one in, but there comes Robinho Yao Gavi, who got the first goal for the Black Starlets.
And you know, the goalkeeper should have just allowed the ball to cross the line. For him to scoop the ball back speaks a lot about the maturity in there, because you're on the floor and you can't really judge what is behind you. So why do you go scooping the ball back right in front of your goal? And the striker, typical centre forward, right place at the right time to pounce, and he duly punished him. It's one for him to learn going forward into his career, because for me, communication-wise, they didn't get it right, because the defenders shut down at that particular point in time because they were actually expecting the ball to cross the byline for a goal kick, but he decided to go and do the unthinkable. And for me, you have to credit the striker for putting himself at where he found himself at that particular moment.
Credit go to the striker as a Black Starlet. Looks to put it up from the back. Rafiu gets on the ball, finds Eric Edujemfi. He's been heckled there. And this time referee spots that.
Look, Edujemfi needs to be spoken to. You see, the referee issued the first caution of the game. It's like he has been a thorn in their flesh. He has caused them problems. His take-ons. They are struggling to deal with his pace. And look, he's been sandwiched, been bundled and manhandled on this particular occasion. And they have a clue. For him, he has to do the simple, basic things. The more he hangs onto the ball, the more he gets them frustrated and they'll kick him around. It's the opening game of the tournament, and he has to protect himself, not to be over-elaborating on anything. He's a very good player.
Very good player. Eric Edujemfi causing the Algerians problems. We've seen the first yellow card. Ayub Damas. There comes the Black Starlets. This time the chase is going to be on. Good way from the Algerians to track back to defend that one very well. The last touch was on Eric Edujemfi.
He's still hopping.
Yeah, still hopping there, not looking good. The body language, still feeling the pain. Eric Edujemfi. Sure, he's just going to feel that through the pain and finish off with the first half. Here comes the Black Starlets, who are showing for the Algerians, but they lose possession to the Black Starlets, and the center referee Ahmed from Tanzania shows the yellow card to Black Starlet player Abdul Rafiu. It could be a late challenge there from Black Starlet player.
Okay, he stepped on his foot.
Yeah,
you know, the card, he should be careful.
Should be very careful there,
because this can go anywhere. You know, with the VAR, the African VAR, they are not lenient. They can just call the center referee over, and you can get sent off. Because for me, I think it's all about protecting the players, and you just can't be lunging into tackles like that.
There comes the Algerians. This time they'll be looking to apply their way from the right wings, sending across there. Oh, that was a chance there from the Algerians, and just blast that one wide. Miscommunication coming from the defender and the goalkeeper for the Black Starlets. And Abdam Ben Ali couldn't.
That's poor handling from the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Because the ball, he saw the full flight of the ball, and for him to handle the way he did, he was just lucky that the striker couldn't convert that one, because it's like you put food on the plate for the striker. He would have punished you. So for me, I think his handling, he needs to get better.
Solomon needs to be very cautious and get better with his handling, as the Algerians are coming out a bit to see if they can get something out of the defense of the Black Starlets. There comes Kagawa. Twist and turning there, still holding on. Decides to pass the ball, and that was not a good pass from Mark Kagawa, putting pressure on his defenders. It's going to be a throw-in for Algerians. Decide to send in a cross. Still ball in possession for the Algerians. Asim's decide to send the ball to his colleague. He's looking for a space to shoot. Still ball in possession for the Algerians. Sends in a low drive, but straight to the goalkeeper, not troubling Solomon on that occasion.
In the last 5 minutes, you could tell the Algerians have stepped up in terms of what they do in the attacking phases of the game. And for the Black Starlets, they just don't need to force the situation, calm the game now. Because it should be game management. 35 minutes, aggressive football. You at a point in time, your opponents will definitely come into the game. They just need to calm the game down. You can't play consistently like that in the phases of the game, like smoothly like that. And now you can tell that a little bit tiredness is setting in there. They should just come and play the game at their own pace because they are leading by 2-0.
Now it's all about game management, but there comes Abuaji sensing a shot. Goalkeeper gets something on that.
You know, the way the ball wriggled in the air and bounced in front of him made it awkward for him to handle at the first glance. Look here. He didn't get you saw that. It was an awkward ball for him to deal with. But for me, I think the more you take more shots, the likelihood that you score. And the Black Stars, they've done everything that you can ask of from a football team better in this first half. Trust me. They've played a very, very tactical game here.
Shot from distance there, and the goalkeeper had a tip over the bar. And it's just the Black Starlets who are doing everything well this first half.
The onslaught has been relentless from the Black Starlets. Look at where he took the shot from. You have to have the confidence and the composure to execute that. Even senior players find it difficult to have the kind of calmness and composure to do that. For me, this team have shown us something. If this is how they are going to play in this tournament, trust me, they will go far.
Some good looks coming from the Black Starlets. And that shot from Isaac Bafo. Long drive there by the goalkeeper, Yazid. Gets something out of that. And it's a free kick. Favor for the Algerians. And they effect it quickly. They decide to build up from the back. Look at the pressing nature coming from the Black Starlets. Not even up by 2 goals, not allowing the Algerians to even operate from the back.
The best form of defense is to attack. And for me, the high press has been solid. You can tell that the defensive work that has put into this team, you start the defensive job right on top of the pitch. You don't allow them to build from the base. And they keep doubling up. So for now, the Algerians have resorted to playing the route 1 ball, which is the long balls onto both flanks. And on few occasions that they've managed to carve out 1 or 2 decent chances, they've not played the ball through central midfield. They've actually gone the long route. And for me, if that's what will give them what they need to head the Black Starlets, why not? But for the Black Starlets, they've been very efficient in terms of team organization, in terms of composure, in terms of what they've done so far in the first 38 minutes of this game.
Ball gets back to the Algerians at the back there, and it's going to be Noam. Finds his captain. Spread a play to Damas. Damas' ball couldn't get through, but Algerians win the ball back. They are finding ways to see if they can get through the defense of the Black Starlets, but I must say the Black Starlets have been compact so far. Good string of passes there coming from the Algerians. There comes Damas. Finds his colleague. Greeny decides to send the ball back to his colleague. There comes Anas, sending a long cross. Defense of the Black Starlets are there to deal with that one. Gabi finds Abuaji. Abuaji still with the ball. Finds Bafo. Bafo decides to spread a play and finds his colleague at the left side. It's a Black Starlet. We're now trying to keep possession. Mark Kagawa. Kagawa decides to send the ball back to his goalkeeper, Solomon.
So it's all about game management. And look, they are doing it to perfection. You don't need to force the situation. You play it clean, neat, calm. When the openings come, you pounce. And that's what they've done so far. You probe left, right into central midfield. When they block the lanes, you go back to your goalkeeper. You restart from the base. It tells you the quality Gafa Prosper Nate Ogum is. In terms of team organization and overall overall performance, this is by far one of the best performances I've seen from any national team of Ghana in the last 2 years. And for me, it speaks a lot about what has really been injected into this project. This is all we want to see.
We've done 40 minutes, approaching 41 minutes in the first half. The scoreline still remains the same. Algeria 0, Ghana 2. Captain decides to send the ball back to his goalkeeper, Yazid. Yazid also finds Noam. Now they find Zaidi. Zaidi spread the play to the right side, finding Khalil. Khalil decides to dribble past his marker, but no way this time. There comes Abouaje. Good defending there from Khalil.
He's a very good player. The moment he takes the ball, the step over, the drop off shoulder, he has caused problems. He's by far their best player in terms of the take-ons that he has done in this first half. He has really given the captain of the side, Abdul Rafiu, a lot to think about in the first, in that first 41 minutes. For me, no wonder he's already on a yellow card. He just needs to stay calm. His co-partner, who happens to be Eric Edujemfi, needs to come back sometimes to help him do the defensive duties, because the more you expose him to such a tricky player, he will cause you much more problems.
The ball gets to the Algerian goalkeeper, and in that hasty moment, decides to clear the ball, urging his teammates to keep their head up, even though they are down by 2 goals. Now the ball gets to Rafiu. Rafiu sends the ball to Abouaje. Abouaje spread the play to Kagawa. Kagawa, good feet there from him. Finds Rafiu. Rafiu's cross. No one there to get on that. Still ball in play for the Black Starlets. Cross. This time goalkeeper comes out large to get on that. Goalkeeper Yazid for the Algerians decides to build up from the back, but they lose possession. And there comes Abouaje. Abouaje to Bafo. But now is the turn of Nyantechi. Finds his colleague at the right side. Edujemfi sends in the shot, and this time the connection was not there for the Black Starlets. Algeria. Good feet there from Khalil. Back flick there from Zaidi. Couldn't really locate his colleague. Losing possession to the Black Starlets. And they will tend to keep things in a cool manner. Jacob finds Rafiu. Kagawa couldn't really keep that one, but he does well to chase on, finds Abouaje. Abouaje also finds Bafo. Bafo still showing his strength and still ball in play, but this time goalkeeper comes out. That was tricky and lucky.
Yeah, you look at Isaac Bafo, he showed his combative nature in terms of the way he went into those 2 tackles. Back-to-back tackles, and he got the better of the exchanges. And the final shot took an awkward deflection that actually made it awkward for the goalkeeper to handle on first goal. And at that particular point, and look at the position of the striker, Gavi Robinho. He was there to pounce again, just that the goalkeeper guarded better the second time action. For me, the Black Starlets have played a very good game in these first 45 minutes.
Black Starlets have showed how strong and how good they can be in the first half. And additional 2 minutes has been added on. 2 minutes for the Black Starlets to have good management of the game. 2 minutes for the Algerians to see if they can get something. There comes Abouaje for the Black Starlets. Good feet there from him. Spread the play to the right side, finding Edujemfi. Dujemfi's pass eventually locates Kagawa. Kagawa also finds Rafiu. Now it's the Black Starlets who decides to, through the tempo of the game, they lose possession to the Algerians, but it's a foul.
Well, you look at the way they exchange passes between themselves. Tidy, clean, neat, timely, movement in between the lines. The way the Algerians have set up, the Black Starlets, basically, the movement has been sleek, so they punch holes in them. And for them, the moment they step onto the ball, then they have enough ample space, because the quality of the pitch goes a long way to determine how you move the ball on the turf. They know when to play short, when to play long, and when to play it in between the triangular zones. And the way they set out to play, to link up between themselves, tells you the coordination, the communication, and overall team organization in there. For me, this is so beautiful to watch.
Beautiful to watch. And a long ball there from the Algerians. Spotted around at the left side, but good defending there from the Black Starlets defender. Throw in quickly effected by the Algerians. Is sending a long cross straight to Solomon. Solomon locates Mark Abuaje. Abuaje spotted a run coming from Kagawa, but Algerian's captain was there to just tidy things up there. And center referee Ahmed Ali blows his whistle to bring an end in the first half here in the Mohammed Football Academy. And it's a Black Starlet who have proved to show their dominance over the Algerians' counterpart. It's ended half-time here in Morocco. Algeria 0, Ghana 2.
Every 4 years, the world stops, dreams are born, heroes rise, and nations believe. But beyond the goals, beyond the glory, there are stories. Stories from the dressing room, stories from the fans, stories from the streets of Ghana. Introducing Max TV World Cup Diaries, your daily pass to everything World Cup. Highlights, behind the scenes, fans' reactions, exclusive stories. If you missed the match, no wahala. We bring you the full vibe. Chale, this one there, you no go fit mess. Join the journey, feel the passion, live the stories. Max TV World Cup Diaries. Feel the game, tell the story. Only on Max TV.
Welcome back into the studios. It's halftime from that game. Very, very interesting, fast-paced game. 2 goals to the good for the national under-17 team, the Black Starlets, with some clinical goals we've seen in the first 11 minutes of the match. The Ghanaians definitely took the game to their opponents, definitely showing them their class and also wanting to unsettle them early in the game. It did work. It did work for them. Justice was served, and at the end of the first 45 minutes, the Starlets can go back into the dressing room, refresh, and come back for more in the second 45. Algeria 0, Ghana 2 is the scoreline if you've just joined us. Good enough work for the team. Let's find the views of my panelists in the studio. I've got Nanaya Otechi Anderson, and of course, I've got Blackgate here. Gentlemen, thank you very much again for your time. First half, Blackgate, I'll start with you. What were the strong points of Prosper Nate Ogum's team?
Well, you look at what they came out of the dressing room with into that first 45 minutes on top of the pitch. They played the better football, carved out premium chances, played beautiful part in team organization. In terms of overall command, they had the game. They took the game by the scruff of the neck. Every single player out there played a perfect game. It's by no means that they've reduced the Algerians to half chances. The only player functioning in that team for the Algerians happened to be the champion, number 11 jersey, Khalil Touali. But for me, Eric Edu Jemfi in the number 8 jersey has been by far Ghana's live wire. He has been the chief tormentor of the Algerians. He has caused them countless problems, hack the byline, step over, trickery, pace, link-up play on top of the pitch with Robino Yaugavi and Mark Abuaji. Speaks volumes about his overall quality. And for me, at a point in time, they were doubling up on him, just like what you've seen there. They were trying to heckle him, kick him around so that they'll get him frustrated and get him to do the simple, basic things. In that first 45 minutes, Prosper Nate Ogum's team has been by far the most superior. They've taken the game to the Algerians and they've played the game at their own pace, dictated the tempo of the game. That is how you want a team to play. And for me, overall quality speaks volumes about what they've come out into that first 45-minute with.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more, Blackgate, and especially looking at the quality that the under-17 team have. You have mentioned Edu Jemfi, and obviously Edu Jemfi has been more than a wire and also showed clearly his penchant for getting forward and banging in goals as it were. But again, have the Algerians made it simple enough for the Black Starlets? Now, I'm asking this question by virtue of the fact that we've seen the likes of Issa Rabiu going forward. We've also seen Edu Jemfi. We've seen Bafo. Nantechi has been coming from the fullback position to going forward. And then also another angel in the team, Kagawa Mensah, who has also showed forthrightness in the game. Anyway, I don't know whether it's been fluidity on their part or it is simply because the Algerians have not responded to the party. And again, look at that thoughtfulness. Bright chance, saw the goalkeeper off his mark, buried it fair and square.
Well, when you talk about the fluidity for both sides, I would say the Black Starlets have the upper hand over the Algerians. What they did is that they tried as much as possible to just take the game to the Algerians, at the time, they were not settled yet. You look at the 2 goals that came. The first one came in the 3 minutes, the second one, the 10th minute. And you know, in football, the first 10 to 15 minutes, we all agree that most teams are yet to settle. And that is what the Black Starlets did. You look at the first goal coming from Robinho Yao Gavi. That was a goal that, if it were to be a different player, would not even see the awareness of where even the ball was. He spotted a goalkeeper, struggled to keep the ball in play. He just pounced on that and get a goal. Now, you talk about the second goal coming from Eric Edu-Jemfi. Brilliant goal. Spotted the goalkeeper coming out from the line, then he just banged that shot. That's just a replica of Fatau Isahaku. We've seen Fatau Isahaku doing that.
In under 20.
In under 20, he did that. And we've seen one Eric Edu-Jemfi also doing that. So for me, when you look at the team that Coach Dr. Prosper Nateoguma have assembled, the fluidity is there, the telepathy is there, the communication is there. They know where to pick their passes. They know where to hit their opponent. And we just saw that in the first 10 minutes, they just bang in 2 goals and they just wait for their opponent to also reply or strike so they can hit them. So it's just a good first half for the Black Starlets.
But one fear is that, and I've been monitoring social media, one fear is that the team doesn't tire out too early for the Algerians to have a run at them. Towards the dying embers of the first half, you clearly could see that the Algerians were getting a lot more into the game. They were finding men in open spaces, getting the passes through. The finishing obviously has not been their forte. It hasn't been the best. But obviously, once you start drawing rings around the defenders in front of you, then it means that you start creating some leverage in terms of advantage. Is that something we should guard against?
Yeah, you look at what the Algerians, they start the game with a 4-2-3-1 formation, and the Black Starlets start the game with a 4-3-3 formation. What the Algerians have figured out is, you look at the wing backs of the Starlets, in Issa Abdul Rafiu and Majahoud Usman, they surge forward. They like to link up with the players upfield. So there's always a space. In transition, it becomes a 3-back for the Ghanaians. So if you can counter-attack and get the long balls to the spare men on both flanks, then you'll be able to expose those people there because you outnumber them. On few occasions that we've seen the Algerians carved out decent 1 or 2, 3 chances, it came out of their quick thinking to play the ball to the spare men, because the moment the wing-backs surge forward, they find it a little bit late to recover, to be able to form that shape at the back. So for me, Prosper Nateogum should look at this and counter that quickly. The wing backs should know when to surge forward and when not to surge. And when they surge forward, they should make sure that they have enough body to be able to thwart the threat of what the Algerians will do. Because the chap in the number 11 jersey has been by far their best player. And we've seen how he has caused problems to the left wing back position in Issa Abdul Rafiu. He's on a yellow card. And the next time he lunges into any reckless tackle, it will lead to the second bookable offense, and he will get his marching order. So for me, how they started the first half, they should come back like that and continue from where they let off in the first half, in the second half.
I see. Okay, so I'm taking a look at the first 11 that started for Ghana, and I'm seeing West Africa Football Academy players in there. I've seen the Udu Isaka Academy player in there. I've seen Ebony FC, Liberty Academy. There are a few academies that have, sent players to this this African Cup, as it were. Now they're playing against a team, a typical French team, I would put it at that, because again, their first 11 also shows some level of consistency in players who play for France. So we are seeing 2 different types of football activity on the field of play. Obviously, the Ghanaians are using their thrust, their power, their witfulness or the wittiness on the side of the players. The Algerians, for the first 45 minutes, for my money, have not gotten or have not attracted an antidote to stop the team. So does that also make us falters of our own game? That is, we start committing our own mistakes for the Algerians to take advantage of. Because the Ghanaians are showing that the thrust and the speed seems to be the advantage, especially when they are gliding through the middle, where the likes of Edu Jemfi, Makabuaji and co are applying their threat. They seem to be very unstoppable when they have the opportunity going forward. But then again, the fear is that despite the wittiness that we have seen, which has resulted in that long ball getting a goal. And of course, they've also had a few shots from a distance, which the goalkeeper has parried. Shouldn't we be wary of that threat, Blackgate?
Well, we should be worried because definitely this team, they've carried some threat. They've shown flashes of what they can do, and they can hurt you in the phases of the game. In the last 10 minutes of the game, they've shown us what they can bring in terms of how they can combine with each other on top of the pitch. For me, it has to be game management. You can't play on the front foot over the course of 90 minutes consistently. And for Coach Prosper Ogumi, he got to manage the game properly from the bench. I've watched some of their friendly games. And if you look at his substitute, he has quality in there that will be able to bring in some substitution to augment the strength whenever they are wearing down in terms of the stamina or in the phases of the game.
Well, Mujahid Osman and his charges are back on the field. Of course, Mujahid is the captain of the Black Starlets. And they're back on the field. They are very, very ready to go in the second 45 minutes. And so let's all sit back, relax, and watch the second 45. Let's see how the Black Starlets continue to annihilate the Algerian counterparts. And probably at full time, when we get back to the studio, we'll have double smiles on our faces. Let's get back to the stadium and enjoy the second half action.
For the second half, the Mohammed Football Academy, where we are having the Group D match between Algeria and Ghana. The first half ended in favor for the Black Starlets, putting 2 goals past the Algerians. It's now the turn for the Algerians coach, Amin Goumouz, to see if they can twist and even turn the scoreline in favor of themselves. There's going to be activity going on from the side of the Algerians as they look to have their first substitution. Comes a player in the number 25 jersey. Madi comes in. Player in the number 11 jersey goes out. Khalil.
That's shocking. Because he was by far their best player in that first. But I think maybe probably he's a knock or something. Because he was at the receiving end of some 1 or 2 rough tackles from Abdul Rafiu in that first, which one of them resulted in a yellow card. Apart from that, I don't see the reason why they should substitute him, because he has been by far their best player.
Khalil is out and Madi is in for Algerians. A long ball there from the Black Starlets defense. Algerians send the ball to their goalkeeper, Yazid. Nyantechi. Ball couldn't feed through as the Algerians was to lose possession to the Black Starlet. Good reading there from the Algerians. They look to break free there from Zaidi. Zaidi goes down. The referee says play on. There comes Abuaje. Abuaje locate his colleague Nyantechi. Bafo. Spread the play to the right side, locating Osman. Good link-up play from the Black Starlets. Across being swung in there. Ball in play for the Black Starlets. Kagawa finds Bafo. Referee was spotted on there as Michael Nyantechi was brought down by the Algerian player. Looking to do that quick link-up play. Zaidi.
That's quite painful, you know, the knee into your thigh. It's very painful. It can contract the muscles, and sometimes, if you are not careful, it can lead to something like that. It's looking good. He's up on his feet, and it presents them another opportunity for them to show us what they can do on the set pieces. If they, with the kind of players that they have in there, you could tell the champion in number 3 jersey, Isaac Bafo lining up for it. You look at Eric Edu-Jemfi as well. It tells you their quality, and they can get the deep over the wall on target.
Long drive there, but it's straight to the goalkeeper. That could be good if it ended at the back of the net. There comes the Algerians. Sensing a long one. Black Starlets are already there to tidy up things. Still ball in play for the Algerians as they look to keep possession. Seems cross couldn't get through, but eventually finds his colleague at the far right side. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be an opportunity for the Black Starlet, but there comes the shot there. It was just straight to the goalkeeper. Chris Nyantichi's shot. Not looking to trouble the Algerian goalkeeper. And there comes Boade. Couldn't get there quickly as Yazid gets on that. Yazid sends in a long one. The Algerians will look to see if they can get something out of this. Still going, sends in a long drive straight to the goalkeeper. Yeah, probing, but it's not good enough for them, Algerians.
You look at their intentions in the second half. They are beginning to show us flashes of what they can do in the attacking phase of the game. The way he picked up the ball on top of the pitch and had that calmness and composure to put his laces through it, just that it lacked the adequate power to be able to trouble the goalkeeper. But like I said in the first half, the handling of the goalkeeper got to be better on that particular occasion. He got his spot on.
Goalkeeper Solomon got a spot on this time, but it's the Algerians who are looking to break free there. But center referee Ahmed spotted an infringement, and it's going to be a free kick for the Black Starlets. Achu decides to send the ball back to his goalkeeper Solomon. Solomon finds Jacob. Jacob spread a play to the left side. Black Starlets were looking to build up from the left side, but ball goes out of play. A throw in for Black Starlets. There comes Edu Jemfi and loses possession to the Algerians. A referee whistles for a foul in favor of the Black Starlets. It was an infringement on Eric Edu Jemfi.
The Algerians are beginning to get aggressive in terms of the tackle because they've had enough of the Starlets drawing rings around them. So they just want them to feel like, hey, we are here, we are not here, we are here to play, we are not here for the taking. Look at that, that's too casual.
There comes the Algerians. Yassini, the ball for the Algerians. Nowhere to go as the captain for the Black Starlets looks very strong with his defensive duty, wins the ball. And he was shot from the back there. Blind eye of the referee. But there comes Black Starlets. Still moving on with Rafiu. The ball goes out of play. This time it's going to be an advantage for the Algerians. Done 51 minutes. The Mohammed Football Academy. And the scoreline still remains the same as Algeria 0, Ghana 2. Bafo spread the play to Kagawa. Kagawa's pass couldn't get to Gavi. So Algerians who are tidying up their defense. Good thinking there from the Algerians. It's now the turn of the Black Starlets as they look to string their passes very well, but oops, they lose the possession to the Algerians. There was a hard tackle there coming from Yassini, and the referee shows the card, yellow card to Yassini. It was a hard tackle coming from him, and oh, that is
reckless. On top
very
of the
reckless.
ball. What? VAR can have a review of this.
Yeah.
It's a career-threatening tackle. That's so aggressive.
Very aggressive coming from Abed Yassini. And he will be very lucky if the referees call the referee to go check up on the VAR. Very reckless tackle coming from Yassini, and Michael Nyantechi is still down. And you can see the coach coming, head coach of the Algerian team, Amini Gimouz, looks frustrated there.
Definitely, he's telling his player to play simple because the VAR elaboration was what got him into that. So surprised VAR never reviewed this because the foot was high, went into his shin. It can easily get his foot broken.
Yeah.
And these things like this needs to have a proper look. You see now he's going to look at the VAR. He'll send him off. It's dangerous.
Could be trouble for the Algerians if the referee have a close look on that. Yeah. Oh, that is a career-threatening challenge there.
Very reckless.
Yeah. And we might have a problem here on the part of the Algerians if the referee watch it closely and Yassini can get a red card on that if the referee decides to change his mind. I didn't see the need for him to just raise his foot to go in for that tackle. That was too harsh and too reckless from Yassini.
Now the referee is trying to see if he actually got a pinch of the ball before the follow-through went into his shin. But you see, he's still not convinced that he has to send him. He's still, the central referee is still not convinced. He feels he had a pinch of the ball before he went into the tackle, and it's a problem.
Well, let's see what the referee will say here. Or he's calling the two technical side from Algeria and Ghana, having a word or two. Come in. We wait to see what the referee.
The referee feels like it's okay. The yellow card is the right call.
Center referee Ahmed from Tanzania feels a yellow card is okay for the Algerian player. The game continues here. Morocco. Algeria sends the ball back to their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper sends in a long one. There comes Yassini. The ball for the Algerians. Good feed there from Yassini. Sends a pass back. Good reading there from the defense of Black Starlets. The referee got in the way. So Nyantechi looked to find his colleague up front. Advantage for the Black Starlets to build up from the back. Afiu's pass couldn't get through, but eventually ball. Black Starlets lose the possession to the Algerians. Yazid, goalkeeper for the Algerians. Locates his colleague at the right side. Good pass there from the Algerians. This could look good for them, and that gets in the back of the net for the Algerians. Pull one back. Good link-up play for the Algerians. And it's Adam Benali who gets one back for the Algerians. Look at that dummy coming from the Algerian. And lovely placement of a goal there. Kept his composure, Benali. Lovely place of a ball there coming from Benali and giving one back for the Algerians. The scoreline change here. So Algeria 1, Ghana 2.
Well, you look at the attacking phase of play, the dummy by Malwan Zaidi in the number 14 jersey basically took the attention of the entire back line off. And for the ball to zip through them like the way it did, the striker, Adam Benali, right place at the right time, the finishing speaks much about his quality. But the centre-back pairing of Jacob Eche and Esau Achu should have been doing better on that particular occasion. You don't allow just a simple dummy to allow you carved out open like that. For me, Prosper Ogum should look at that and try to stamp it out of the way they go about their defensive job. Sometimes you just don't have to be looking at the player. You've got to look at the ball. Because the more you look at the player, it takes your attention and your focus away from the normal basic thing. I think they'll learn from this going forward into the tournament.
They're going to learn from this going forward from this tournament as the Algerians look to have some spark in the second half. Zaidi finds his colleague at the left side, Anas. Anas spread a play to Yassini. Yassini with the ball for Algerians. Leaves it to Anas. Zaidi. Anas. Yassini. Yassini still with the ball for the Algerians. Sends in a cross. And there comes the second goal for the Algerians. Out of nowhere, they get back on track. And that is Zaidi gets the equalizer, and it's game on 2-2 here at the Mohammed Football Academy. It was Yassini who sends in that cross, and look, the goalkeeper once again failed to get on that, and it was Zaidi who gets on that ball, and it's game on. Algeria 2, Ghana 2.
First and foremost, you look at how they carved out the Ghanaian defensive unit. I don't know what went into the halftime pep talk. Football is an interesting sport. Look, you have to continue to play on the front foot. And for me, you look at the left back position, Abdul Issa Rafiu. He shut down the game, and you look at the chap in the number 7 jersey, who was Yassin Abed, who was literally on the verge of being sent off. The pin ball, the way he pinned the ball, the goalkeeper took his eye off this, and now they are checking if it is a handball. But for me, the goalkeeper should have been doing better on this particular occasion. It's terrible handling from the goalkeeper. I told you in the first that he has to improve in the way his decision making leaves much to be desired. This is just enough not to concede such cheap goals in a major competition, and it's now back to level pegging. It's not anybody's game. Enough time for everyone to go for it. And I don't think they'll chop off the goal. It looks like the goal will stand.
Let's see what VAR and center referee will have to say about this, as the center referee is still communicating. And yeah, the goal stands. It's 2-2. Now the game is open. Black Starlets lose possession to the Algerians, and this time Algerians will effect the throw quickly. There comes Benali. Spread a play to Yassini. Yassini has been the live wire for the Algerians in this second half. Always tormenting the right hand side defense of the Black Starlets. Nazim finds Yassini. Yassini decides to send a long ball on the right side. Good control, but lose possession. Black Starlets will see if they can do something out of this. Jacob finds his colleague. There comes Yao Gavi. Still holding on play for the Black Starlets. It's been brought down, but Referee says it's a goal kick for the Algerians.
Now the Black Stars has to show something that we've not seen from them. Conceding 2 goals in the space of about 3 minutes tells you how they let down their rear guard. And for me, look, the champion of number 7 jersey, flamboyant player, operating from this side.
Yassini ball down there, but referee says wave on. Ball still in possession for the Algerians. And center referee Ahmed blows his whistle. He's telling they should hold on as Yassini, Algerian player, is down, and signals for the VAR.
Penalty.
This could be trouble for the Black Starlets as the center referee goes to check. Well, that was a good control there from Yassini. He's been tormenting the right-hand side for the Black Starlets, and are looking to check. The ball went out of play, but here comes the deciding factor to see if Black Starlet defender got the ball.
He got the ball. So that's why I'm telling you that I said African VAR. Look, close range, let's see. He got the ball. Look at his foot. He got the ball. And it's contact sport. For me, this is not reckless. He got the ball cleanly. But this can go anywhere.
Yeah, this can go anywhere. Yes, he got the ball, but
it can go
from
anywhere.
behind, that is where the referee...
He clattered into him after getting the ball. And they might look at his trailing leg. That's what they'll be looking out for. And you see, it's inconclusive, but the referee has a job to do. He has a decision to make on this particular occasion. And this can go anywhere.
This can go anywhere as we watch closely to see the decision coming from the center referee, Ahmed Ali.
Now the big question is, has he had a bigger chunk of his leg before getting to the ball? That is what they are looking out for. And for me, these are fine margins. And this shouldn't be going to VAR in the first place. You put the referee in a tough condition. It's so difficult for him.
Now, center referee Ahmed will call to head coaches to give them an illustration of what is going to happen. Oh, and it's a penalty for the Algerians. And this is going to be an opportunity for the Algerians to get back on track. That was the deciding factor there. Tackle from behind, though he got the ball.
Me personally, I'm not convinced about this penalty. I feel this shouldn't even go to the VAR in the first place. It's a contact sport. He got the ball. But that's why I always say the African VAR. They are too soft. They are always interested in pointing something out. And you know, some of the ex-players have always complained about the decisions they take in the main AFCON itself.
So now it's Greeny against Solomon. See if Solomon will help Black Starlets. There comes Greeny. Oh! Over the bar there. And that sends some relief to the Black Starlets. But that is a frustrated look from Greeny. It was an opportunity for him to get Algerian back on track in terms of the scoreline.
So you ask yourself, what went into the halftime for Black Starlet? Because it's a completely different team. What they did in that first half, everything paid off to premium effect. Go in there, come out, everything is in shambles. Attacking phase, nothing is working. Defensive, nothing. Central midfield, they have to regroup and refocus on the game because it's all Algeria in terms of defensive transition, attacking phase. They are causing the Black Starlets so much problem. This tells you the kind of exposure and the mindset that you inject into the game. They have to step up. And I feel the referee himself needs to focus on the game because some of the decisions are just too soft.
We've done 67 minutes at the Mohammed Football Academy, and the scoreline is Algeria 2, Ghana 2. Free kick been effected there from the Algerian side. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Black Starlets. Greeny, who failed to capitalize on this opportunity, blasted that one wide. Penalty missed by the Algerians. Also poor penalty from Greeny. And you can just sense that from his body language. Substitution from Black Starlet's side. Abuaji comes out for Nabi. Joseph Nabi comes in, and Abdul Rafiu also comes out for Kingsley Senior Fosu. Two players coming in for the Black Starlets. The Algerians blast that one wide. And there comes Usman. Finds Eddie Jemfi. Usman still with the ball. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Black Starlets. Eddie Jemfi still with the ball for the Black Starlets. Still, could this be good for them? A shot as well, plays wide there.
Look at the quality of the take-on from Eddie Jemfi. And, you know, the moment you are in the box, the defenders know that VAR is in progress, is in use. So everybody tried to hesitate. Look here, on this particular occasion, they did a simple basic thing, but the final ball by Mark Kagawa, he should be doing better on that particular occasion.
Ball gets straight to the defense of the Algerians. They send it straight to their goalkeeper, Yazid. Yazid decides to locate his colleague, but it's a turn of the Black Starlets. Baffle. Center referee whistles, halts proceedings as Osman is down and seeking for medical attention. Said at the Mohammed Football Academy. The scoreline is Algeria 2, Ghana 2. That could be a muzzle injury for Osman. And Stretcher is already on the pitch.
He went down and challenged. Maybe he felt something. And, you know, now the two coaches are freshening up the faces of their team, and you need that at this level. If some of the young guys get exhausted, they need to make some substitutions to be able to freshen up the team. And for me, it's been first half Ghana. So far, it's been second half Algeria. So it's a game of two tails. Let's see how they'll close the game in the final phase of the game, because we are now on the 71st minute. Only 19 minutes more to go. Let's see. But so far, it's been thoroughly entertaining. 4 goals, 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half.
Osman has been stretched off an activity on the side. Still a ball with the Black Starlets. His pass couldn't locate his colleague. There comes Algerians. Pass was too hit there. Too much far behind that pass. It's not a 10 for the Black Starlets to build up from the back. as they tend to use the left side. Good way from the Black Starlet, but too much weight behind that pass. Couldn't get on Mark Kagawa. Chases on from the Algerian side, but here comes Solomon. Locates Kingsley. As the Black Starlets will look to see if they can build up from back, but ball still in play for the Black Starlets. Foul there on the part of the Algerians. It's going to be a free kick for the Black Starlets. Osman is back on the field. There comes Edu Jemfi. Edu Jemfi's cross is blocked there from the Algerian. Good thinking there from Zaidi. Here comes Yassini. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be an opportunity for the Black Starlets. Bafo. Spread a play to the left side. Locating it. Edu Jemfi, there comes Kagawa. Kagawa couldn't get there quickly, and the ball goes out of play. Chance for the Algerians to build up from the back. A long ball from the Algerian goalkeeper. Black Starlets win the ball back. And there comes the Black Starlets. Yao Gavi. Spread the play to Edu Jemfi. Edu Jemfi locates Osman. Osman's pass. Could this be good for the Black Starlets? A good defending there from the Algerians. They look to break free here.
And look at the way they've outnumbered the Black Starlets. This is what I was talking about.
And there comes the Algerians. Could this be good for them? But good block there from the defender of the Black Starlets.
See, you don't throw everything like this up front. You just need to be careful. And the Black Starlets never showed this in the first half. Why are they doing this in the second half? And if you look at all the goals that they've conceded, it's basically lack of concentration. They've been caught off guard. And for me, look at how it just a timely intervention at last minute, because he should have passed the ball to his teammates, because two of them were lurking at the other side of the pitch, which 3v1. They should be punishing the Black Starlets on this particular occasion. But for me, this is so shambolic in the second half. What we've seen from the Black Starlets wasn't what they showed in the first half. And as to how they crumble like this, leaves a lot for someone to ponder about, because no one saw this coming.
Osman with the ball for the Black Starlets. Spread the play to the right side. Edu Jemfi sends in the pass. Oh, the last touch coming from Gavi. It's not a good one.
He should be doing better. He should be doing better. Look, he put the ball on the plate for him, begging just to finish up. As to how he's carried the ball, it's only him that can be able to tell. But for me, I think both teams are still carving out premium chances. What they need is the calmness and the composure and the best of decision makings on top of the pitch. If they can get that sorted out, then we should see someone winning this game. But for me, it's still lively. It's still pleasing. The attacking phase is a thing of beauty. But they need to convert the chances that they are carrying on, both teams.
Need to convert the chances that they had from both teams, as the Algerians have effected another substitution. Good way to show the strength there. Oh, good skill there from the Algerian player. It's a free kick for the Algerians. Now Adam Benali comes out for Bilal, coming for the Algerians. the second half, it's the Algerians who have showed how good they can be. There they come again, the Algerians. Good feet there from Zaidi. Spread a play to the right side. Oh, lovely feet there from the Algerians. Dribble pass one, not the second one. The Black Starlets will look to see if they can pounce on the defense of the Algerians. The Algerians have been very compact, I should say. The chase is on from Gavi and the captain of the Algerians. Good thinking there from the Algerians. Send the ball back to their goalkeeper, Yazid. Safety first from the Algerian goalkeeper. Black Starlets. There comes Kagawa. Kagawa's pass couldn't locate his colleague. Algerians tidy their defense up. Ball still in play from the Black Starlets as they look to carefully have a build-up. Osman. Osman's pass couldn't locate Eddie Jamfi, put too much weight behind that. Algerians will say thank you very much as they fetch the throw-in. Anas finds Yassini. Shot for stance. Shot was traveling and not on target in the Black Stars.
Now they are trying to force the situation. And for me, if you're not sure about what you want to do, you don't need to take caution because you still have enough players around you to link up play with. But that's it. In the phases of the game, sometimes you have to try something that no one expects you to do. But so far, they are still, it's about 80 minutes now, they are still going at each other. It tells you the intent. No one wants to settle for the draw. Both teams want to go for the win.
Now it's the Algerians who are showing how good they can be with their defensive duties, still holding on the ball. And eventually the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Black Starlets. 80 minutes done. At the Mohammed Football Academy, it's Algeria 2, Ghana 2. Kagawa. Kagawa's pass couldn't go through, and a shot from distance there. Could this be good for Ghana? But the Algerians are very alert with their defense.
The goalkeeper did well on that particular occasion with his handling. He got so much power behind the ball, but he was able to deal with it. And his defenders were alive on the second ball to bail him out. That's all about defending.
Algerians have a free kick. But that was a chance there, that shot. That was a good save there from the Algerian goalkeeper. And also talk about awareness from the defense of the Algerians. In the second half, they've done quite really well with their defensive duties, making things difficult for the Black Starlets to get through as they did in the first half. Nyantechi. Now the ball gets back to Osman. Osman also finds Jacob. Jacobs locates Kingsley. Now is the turn of Joseph. Joseph locates Kagawa. Good stop there from the Algerians. They lose possession to the Black Starlets. There comes Michael Nyantechi for Ghana. He finds Osman. Osman also located Dujemfi. Osman gets the ball back. A cross being swung in. Goalkeeper had a touch on that. Good tidying up there from the Algerians. Still ball in play for the Algerians. Walid. Algerians couldn't keep the ball in possession and they lose it to the Black Starlets. There comes Kagawa. Kagawa sends in a cross, but this time it's straight to the Algerian goalkeeper. No trouble for the Algerians.
Ghana resorted to playing long balls into the box, and it's not working because if you look at only one striker in Yaugavi against this tall defensive unit of the Algerians, it's not working. They just need to play their normal game, work the ball into the box and try to finish it off.
There comes Jamfi. Jamfi's pass couldn't locate his colleague. Algerians are very alert there. Still ball in possession for the Black Starlets. There comes Isaac Bafo. Bafo locates Kingsley. Kingsley also leaves the ball to Kagawa. Bafo. Spread the play to the right side. There comes Edu Jamfi. Edu Jamfi trying to dribble past his marker, but was unsuccessful there from Edu Jamfi.
Over elaboration on his part. He has to play simple. He's a very good player, but sometimes he needs a talking. He just needs to play with his teammates, give and take. They were doing that in the first half. The Partins were paying off, but in the second half, they are, I don't know. It's a game of two ends.
It's a game of two ends here. The Mohammed Football Academy. And that was the foul there on the Algerian player. Activity coming from the side of the Ghanaians as they tend to do changes here. Abuli comes in and it's Mark Kagawa who is coming out for Abuli to come in to have a taste the rest of the game. The Algerians have the ball in possession. They lose possession to the Black Starlets and they look to see if they can get something on the left side. Pass couldn't get through. That is going to be another advantage for the Black Starlets. To see Black Starlet player urging his colleagues to move forward. A cross being swung in. The defense of the Algerians are alert there. Ball still in play for the Black Starlets. There comes Edu Jamfi. Good defending there from the Algerians, leaving no stone unturned in their defense. Ball gets back to the halves of the Black Starlets as they look to build up from the back. Kingsley sends a long pass, spotted a run coming from Gabi, but good defending there from the Algerians. Isaac Bafo for Ghana. Decides to send in a long cross at the back of the Algerian player, but kept his awareness. Yassine for Algerian. Algerians are doing well to keep the ball in play, but they lose it to the Ghanaians. As Nyantechi locates his colleague Edu Jamfi. Edu Jamfi spread a play to Yao Gavi. Gavi showing up his strength, but couldn't do well to keep that in play. Goes out of play. It's an advantage for the Algerians. Center referee signals for a substitution to be made on the part of the Algerians as Zaidi comes out for Saoui to come in. Black Starlets get the ball back from the Algerians. Good defending there from the Algerians.
86 minutes. And none of the two teams are ready to settle into low block. The game is still open. They are still having a crack at each other. This tells you the intent. The both teams want to win the game and start the tournament on the front foot.
Now comes across, being swung in there. Ball goes out of play. Opportunity wasted on the part of the Black Starlets. Done 87 minutes. The scoreline still remains the same. Algeria 2, Ghana 2. Yasid. A long one. That is Kingsley for the Black Starlets, who finds Jacob. Kingsley gets the ball back. It's been heckled there, but finds Bafo. Bafo also locates his colleague down the right side, Nyantechi. Spread the play to Edu Jemfi. Edu Jemfi flicks the ball to his colleague up front there. Looking to dribble past his marker, but that was not a good idea. Losing possession to the Algerians. Good way, but they lose possession to the Ghanaians, and this could look good, but the shot being blocked there by the Algerians. Ball in possession for the Black Starlet, but it was an infringement on the Algeria player.
He threw himself at him and the referee. He got the sympathy from the referee. But this 2-2 draw tells us a lot about these two teams. Algeria slow starters, Ghana started on the front foot, but still they are probing, and look at that on top of the pitch.
The Black Starlets have the ball in possession, or they lose it as they are relying on the long balls in this second half. Algerians looking to dribble past his marker, but here comes the Ghanaians, who have a careful build-up. There comes the Black Starlets. The pass locating Edu Jemfi was cut off as the Algerians sent in a long one. Defense of the Black Starlets. Tidy up things neatly at the back. And they look to see if they can utilize the left-hand side, but it's not looking good. Past 5 to 10 minutes for Black Starlets.
Additional time, 4 minutes.
Decides to send in a long shot, going for that spectacular and off target there. 4 minutes of additional time as the 90 minutes is up. The scoreline still remains the same. Algeria 2, Ghana 2. 4 minutes for Algeria to do magic, or 4 minutes for Ghana to do magic. Here comes the Black Starlets. On the left-hand side, dribble passes marker, still with the ball. Sends the pass through. Could this be good for the Black Starlets? The shot was blocked there. A rebound. And the Black Starlets players calling for a handball situation, but have an Algeria player down. And the referee. There comes the chance there. The shot was blocked. Another rebound was blocked there. That was a chance for the Black Starlets, but they were calling for a handball situation, but can't really find where the handball was.
I think the referee is going to the monitor to have a look at the ball. See, the way the VAR used to like invite the referees to come and look at the monitor at any least opportunity is what gets me. It's what gets interesting, because I think, well, let's see what they are looking for. Let's look at the monitor on this particular occasion.
See where? I just want to see where the handball situation. Can't really find where the handball situation is, but
okay, maybe from this angle.
Just from this angle, and let's see. Oh, I think it's hit there. I don't really see the handball situation. I'm thinking it hit the
The
feet.
referee says he can't see anything.
Yeah, but the Black Starlets players were protesting for a handball, so I think they called the referee to check if there was a handball. The referee calling to coaches, and that hand description saying that there was no handball.
So you ask yourself, why would the VAR just invite the referee for something that is of no existence, just to halt the game? CAF has to look at this. The VAR, I don't know. Is it that they just want to be seen working in the games?
Well, we've done 2 minutes of the 4 minutes additional time. And it's the Algerians. At some point, look to break free there, but it's the Black Starlets who gets the ball back. There comes Yao Gavi. Good skill there from the player. Oh, lovely feed there from Yao Gavi, but loses possession to the Algerians. Did well to track back to win the ball back for the Ghanaians. Eddie Jemfi. Eddie Jemfi's pass couldn't get through. Fancy a shot, but this time it's straight to the goalkeeper.
Almost but exhausted the 4 minutes. But I think we will travel beyond because of that VAR. I don't want to use the other word. That VAR that was of no existence.
Now the ball is in play with the Black Starlets, and they tend to see if they can get something out of the Algerians' defense. Ball still in possession for the Black Starlets. Spread the play to the right side, locating Edu Jemfi. Now is a 10 for Nyantechi. Baffle. Going for that spectacular, and it's a poor effort there from the Black Starlet player, Kingsley.
Wayward shooting. Wayward. In the final phases of the game. That's the end of the game.
Center referee Ahmed blows a whistle and bring an end of the game between Algeria and Ghana. A game witness of two halves. The first half was for the Black Starlets. The second half was the Algerians who came into the party. And the game ended a 2-2 draw. Black Starlets, they looked to might have gotten the 3 points, but in the second half couldn't really keep things well, couldn't really manage the game well. But as the Algerians in the second half, they kept fighting and they had that 2 goals. It ended here at the Mohammed Football Academy in the Group D second match. Algeria 2, Ghana 2.
Charlie,
what's
your
up?
TV is very clear and bright.
Aye, this is the new itel QLED TV. You will love it.
To get it in the box. Here's Maxi. This is positive. Williams.
Haven't you downloaded StarTimes On?
Haven't you downloaded StarTimes On? Haven't you downloaded StarTimes On?
Haven't you downloaded StarTimes On?
Haven't you downloaded StarTimes On?
Haven't you downloaded StarTimes On?
What is the StarTimes On?
A mobile app.
7 data bundles.
Watch videos.
7 data bundles.
Watch videos.
Save for data bundles.
Watch videos.
StarTimes On, a data-saving video app used by more than 50 million people in Africa. Search StarTimes On from Google Play or App Store. Watch video anytime, anywhere. Download now.
It's like you win.
Let the fun and excitement begin.
with a bang with more than 7 new exciting games and big cash prizes, including the popular Aviator, where you win 1,000 times your bet amount. You can also win in the 500,000 Ghana cedis cash giveaways in the Cash Draw, Cash Rain, and Give Back daily promotions. Enjoy our welcome bonus and free gift coins available every single day. Just go to luckywin.com.gh on any of our smart devices and play a game. You can start with as low as 1 Ghana cedi and you stand to win big. My buddy, look sharp. Lucky Win. Play with less, win big.
Very much for joining us. The game has come to an end. What a game it has been. A game of two halves, if you ask me. Of course, the Ghanaians started brightly and they got 2 early goals in the first 11 minutes or thereabouts. But the Algerians needed only 3 minutes split in the second half to draw a level. It could have gone any way in terms of the end result. The Starlets huffed and puffed in the second half. Didn't really see the commitment we saw in the first half. And just as a few people expected, the Algerians came back stronger in the second half after finishing off quite well in the first, capitalized on that and punished the Ghanaians by 2 goals. Still with me in the studio, I've got Nana, Yao, Techi, Anderson, and of course, Blackgate, who have watched the game. And I've watched it with a very keen eye, so we will try and see whether we can get a few pointers in the second half, and of course, in totality at the end of 90 minutes. Gentlemen, you're welcome back into the studios again. And the second half started well for the Algerians, just as they ended the first half, took advantage of the frailties of the Starlets and punished Ghana with 2 goals in a space of 3 minutes.
Yeah, 2 quick fire goals. They capitalized on a lackluster defensive frailties of the Black Starlets and punished them in quick succession. For me, the first goal, the communication wasn't there. The jamming by Marwan Zaidi in the number 14 jersey basically blindfolded the entire centre-back position of the 2 brothers, Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
And for the midfielder, Adam Ben Ali, right place, right time, show calmness and composure to finish it up, to draw them into the game. Then from there, the Black Starlets never recovered. By the time they will blink, then the second one, the way you look at Mehdi Matloui, the way he pinned the ball, the goalkeeper thought no one was coming. So where was the communication there again? Because if you look at the goal scorer, Adam Ben Ali, he basically ran in between the centre-back and the goalkeeper from the keeper's blind side. And his handling, he wasn't convincing to head home the equalizer to pull parity for the Algerians. And from there, the game was cut open. The Black Starlets had their moments, and as well as the Algerians. But at the end of the day, they cancelled each other out. And I would say it's a fair reflection of the game, because in the first half, the Black Starlets played a perfect game. In the second half, the Algerians picked their moments and they pulled parity. So for me, the 2 teams will go far in the competition if they can play like this and work on their defensive frailties. For Algeria, they just need to start better. And look here, where was the marking and where was the communication? For me, it all speaks about their level of maturity. They learn from all these things, and going forward into look at the pinball. Look at the centre backs. It's 3v1 actually. 3v1. He still punished them. For me, I give credit to the Algerians for what they did in the second half in particular.
Well, the Algerians really clawed back some pride in the second half and managed to draw level with those 2 unanswered goals. And again, where was the goalkeeper on his way to when it was clear that the Algerian will get to the ball faster and earlier than him? He threw his hands in the air. There was nothing to punch.
Yeah, of course, as my colleague said, this gets down to the maturity level of these young players, and I'm sure they have a lot to learn, because it was a pinpoint cross. And if communication from the goalkeeper comes out to the defenders that leave it, I'm coming out for the ball, then you should calculate your steps very well to get on the ball, punch it or save it. But I think there was a communication, but as to if the goalkeeper is getting there quicker than the attacker, that is where the goalkeeper missed it. Francis said something in the first half that, you know, there was a ball that went to the Ghana's goalkeeper and he fumbled with that.
Yeah, he did that a few times. I found out that he was a little bit jittery. Not too sure exactly.
Exactly. And I'm sure that was the pep talk that went on in the Algeria side when they went for the break. I'm sure the coach told them that, you know what, their goalkeeper fumbles a lot. Take advantage of it. So you could see that in the second half, they went in crossing balls from the right wing to the left wing, and we're just doing that. And I was thinking that the Ghanaians should be smart enough to see that this is what they want to do. So any cross that comes in, it's either the tall defenders are going to get on that, or the goalkeeper should be quick enough in calculating the steps to get on that ball.
Okay.
And I feel they have a lot to learn.
Yeah,
especially in this first game, they have a lot to learn.
I mean, I'm sure all the teams have a lot to learn. We've also had the opportunity of taking a look at some of the highlights of the other matches, etc. And you see that, yes, they do have a lot to learn. Let's quickly recap the full results from Group D. And in the first game, it was Senegal who lost narrowly by 1-2 against South Africa. And then in the second group, we've just seen Ghana draw 2-2 with Algeria. Now, these are the full-time results from Group D. Now, let's take a look at the table. And clearly, South Africa would put their noses in front, courtesy the win over Senegal. Senegal are the only team who are yet to pick a point. Algeria and Ghana find themselves in the middle of the table, which also means that upcoming matches involving these groups will be very, very fascinating. We will first of all see South Africa take on Algeria, and then we will also have Ghana take on Senegal, a West African affair. Meanwhile, the first match will see the South taking on the North, as it were. So we'll also, stay with you to bring you up to speed with what you need to know about the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations powered by Total Energies. And of course, we'll be sharing the moments with you right here on Max TV. I'd like to say a very big thank you to my two colleagues, Nanaya Otechi Anderson and, of course, Blackgate, Francis Agboibo, for spending their time with us. They definitely will stay with us throughout the competition till we lower the curtains. Thank you very much on behalf of the technical team that made sure that we brought you this game. Kudos to them. And there's more action coming up tomorrow in other groups with other matches. Do stay tuned to Max TV. There's more from the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. My name is Prince Annan, and I'm saying good night. But whilst we go away, the prima donnas will also be taking over in terms of the telenovela. Have a very good night.